It's about life and all the things we go through in it. Opinions are like assholes. Why dig in them? Keep it simple. Just wipe them. Everyone has an opinion, but yours is the one that matters. This podcast is life. Here's a thought. Your opinions matter only to you. Or do they? And if you need help answering that, my podcast is here to give you perspective and objective truth so you can decide. So you say you don't cook and you say you don't clean. What other characteristics do you have that will draw men to you? Now, we all know that men, they connect with the women on a physical level. And once a man gets attracted, that is the first thing that draws them in. Is it the same to keep a man? That's the question. So I'm asking you guys, what do you think? Does a woman keep a man just with her looks? Or does she have to do more? And it seems to be a question around what she desires or feels she deserves from that man and what she's willing to put out, such as her submission maybe. Welcome to Life Combo. I'm your host, Layden, and if you're new here, thanks for stopping by. And if you are a returning viewer, again, thanks for stopping by. So today, I wanted to come to you guys and bring you the topic of women who say they don't cook and they don't clean. And they don't have any plans to. Let's get into it. So now that you know why we're here, what are your thoughts? Do women keep men who don't cook and who don't clean? And it all comes down to how the woman was conditioned. Some like to use the word trained. Yet, it's pretty much how she was brought up. Was she brought up to cook? Was she brought up to clean? And I'm not saying per gender. And I'm also not saying to cater to a certain gender. What I'm saying is, did that woman grow up in a household where she's seen somebody cook and she's seen somebody clean and she knows how to do that herself, whether she's doing it for herself or she's doing it for a partner? Again, not gender specific. So it makes you wonder and it makes you think, do women get men that are okay with them not being able to cook and not being able to clean? Now, I do know some ladies who don't know how to cook and they are in successful relationships and their spouse is okay with that because, that was something that they stated up front. They don't know how to cook because they didn't learn how to cook. It just wasn't something that was their passion or interest them. However, they are clean women and they do clean their house and they do take care of their man in other ways. Now, for me, personally, I cook and I clean, and it's not hard. It's just a preference on learning. That's not, that's the only way I can put it. You make time for what you want to know and you choose to learn it or you don't choose to learn it. So let's look at this clip because everybody is, in love with this song. Everybody remembers this song, WAP, where Cardi B says, I don't cook, I don't clean, but let me tell you how I got this ring. Yeah, a video surfaced, and it's been a while, where her husband put up her actually cleaning. Now, I am aware that she is not an experienced cook, but she does have a show where, Cardi is learning how to cook with different celebrities. And so you may want to check that out. But it just kind of shows you how the media will push one thing and it's not true at all. Yet women listen to songs and not their man or not men in their communities that say they want a woman who cooks and cleans. So let's check out this video.
You need to stop lying on your songs, man. She be lying. She clean. She got it clean.
I'm gonna punch you in your head.
Lying to you folk, somebody you don't clean.
Damn.
need to stop lying on your songs, man.
So I didn't find anything where Cardi B, denied that was her cleaning or saying she doesn't clean. I mean, for me, it was just a song, and I know a lot of people took it literally, as they do many other songs from other artists, and they feel like these people have to display this life because that's what they put in their songs. It's like you ain't ever said something that you don't do, or something that you used to do that you still have added to your resume and you don't do it anymore. Like, come on, people. We don't got to do that. So, what are your thoughts? Definitely leave me a comment and let me know, how you feel when it comes to women that, say they don't cook or they don't clean. And if you feel women should cook and clean, or if they should know how to cook and clean, whether it be for themselves or for their spouse. Um, I definitely appreciate any comments or questions that you have, and if you like videos like this and want me to continue to do them, definitely let me know. And you can always drop me videos that you'd like for me to do at ladylistener1@gmail.com, and I will definitely have it on the screen so that you can see um, where to send me emails. So, back to the topic at hand. When women, meet guys in their community, do they find out if a man wants them, to cook or if they want them to clean? And does it become an issue of being submissive? I feel that that's gonna be something that that ruffles a lot of women's feathers. It doesn't ruffle mine because for me, being submissive, it's just a word. Um, the actions that go along with it, I do because I desire to, not because I've been forced to, or I feel like I have to because of society's rules. And I see it that way because I feel that when I'm in a relationship, not only do I submit to my partner, but my partner also submits to me. Is that the case in your relationship, or do you feel like it's one sided? Do you see yourself getting more in the sense of you're receiving more financial support and you're giving more domestic support? Or do you feel that you're giving all this domestic support, yet you're not being provided for? The finances are not there. And if so, why are you doing it? Ladies, how put off are you by the word submission? Does it make you feel a certain type of way? Does it upset you in any kind of way? Or does it not bother you at all? Men, do you want a woman to submit to you? And what are you bringing to the table to guarantee that she's okay with, doing that for you? These are the questions that come to mind. And it makes me wonder, are these the questions that come to mind for men and women out in the world? It doesn't seem as if anyone can run off any characteristics. Whenever you ask that question, it seems like they're always talking about their finances or their car, or how they look, or what they have in the realm of intimacy to bring to the table. Yet they're not rummaging off characteristics that most people see as quality, not quantity. Can you think of at least 5 characteristics about yourself that has nothing to do with your body, that has nothing to do with your intimacy in the bedroom, that has nothing to do with your money, that has nothing to do with your assets, that only has to do with you as a person? If so, definitely leave it in the comments. Now, we all know what submission means, but if you don't, I'll put it right here on the screen. I'm giving you a moment to read it. Most people think of surrender when they think of submission. Most people think they're giving up something. They're showing humility towards someone else. When you think of submission, what do you think of? And is it something you're willing to give up for a man to provide, for a man to protect you? Or do you feel a man should do that anyway and you shouldn't have to give up anything? I've heard arguments on each side from social media, from people I talk to on a personal level, on a daily basis. What are your thoughts? I've already told you mine. Yet I will say that when it comes to submission, I don't really feel like it's the act that many women have a issue with. It's more the word and the use of the word, the tone when the word is used that I feel puts a lot of women off. Because a lot of women in my community, at least, they are very submissive. Uh, Yet they don't see it as being submissive. They just see it as how they were brought up, how they were taught. Um, my mom, she made her husband lunch every day. She cooked dinner every day. And I am the oldest of six. So that's where I kind of got that from. My grandmother, um, when she wasn't with my grandfather, she, you know, cooked dinner and she made biscuits from scratch. It was just what it was. And she fixed his plate, same as she does my father's plate or any of my male cousins. And us as women, that was just how we were taught. And we, fix the men's plate, whether we're having a family function, even if they have a wife. And I know that sounds crazy, but if one of the male counterparts within our family says fix them a plate, you fix them a plate. It was no questions asked. And you don't say, oh, why can't your wife fix you a plate? You know what I'm saying? It was just not how it went down, and it's not how it goes down. And it's not something that we think about to say, oh, we're being submissive. It's just how we were raised. Yet I feel that if someone was like, oh, you just a submissive female, aren't you? It would give me a bad, taste in my mouth. It would make me be like, really? Like, you know what I'm saying? It will make me want to give pushback just because of the connotation of the statement, not so much what the statement is supposed to be representing. So is that's something that you've ever thought about or you have had to deal with, whether it be in your family or in someone else's family, or when you were dating someone and a friend of yours or a friend of that person made that statement as to why, you're not fixing their meal or their drink or things of that nature. And how did you react? How did you take it? That was just something that came to mind, and I definitely wanted to put it out there. So this is what I have for you in this video, and I'll catch you in the next. Thanks for tuning in. I'll catch you in the next video.